The Sandy and Toddcast is a Mind Garden Media podcast in association with
Screw You, Todd
Productions. Here we go, live on a Tarot Tuesday.
Tarot Tuesday. Last week it was Woo Woo Wednesday. This week it's Tarot Tuesday. Yeah.
Here,
I'm excited.
We actually have not done a live since Woo Woo Wednesday of last week. Are you having any kind of like withdrawals or anything like that?
I am. I think I told you the other day, I said I miss being live. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. I just really enjoy doing it. I
enjoyed the time away, to be honest with you.
Did you really?
Nice. Oh, yes.
I loved it. I thought it was. I enjoyed the time away, but by the same token, I really, really like doing this. So it's kind of 6 and 1/2 dozen of the other. But it is Tarot Tuesday. Eric Ferdinand Backlet is back with us this week, and I'm excited about that. Yay! He's wonderful.
Golfers clap for him.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
Very, very nice. And so it's going to be a really fun night.
It will be a very fun night. So we're going to tonight do something kind of interesting. We are going to do Tarot 101. Eric is going to teach us a little bit about tarot and his perspective on it in his own way. And then afterward, at some point, we're going to do some card polls tonight and see what he can find out for everybody who's on tonight that would like one later on. So got a lot of people tuning in already tonight.
Yeah,
so that's
thank
awesome.
You guys for joining us. I see Karen, Betsy, Lisa, Tammy, Dawn, Renee. Everybody's on tonight, so that's really nice.
Speaking of Lisa, Thursday night is a Thirsty Thursday, and we haven't had one for a couple of weeks. And Lisa Hale will be there as one of the regulars, of course.
Yep.
And then we also have a couple of other guests. Drew Glazer, who is a podcaster on a podcast called Dudes with Brews on a Porch, is going to be joining us.
I love that.
He's got the podcast is so cool because there's liquor involved, and then also they talk about various topics, a lot of times about ghosts and stuff like that. So he's going to be joining us, and then we've also got a musical guest that night.
We have. I'm so excited about this. We have Sydney Irving with us now. Sydney is all of 17 years old. She is a award-winning artist, 17 years old. She hails from the Syracuse, New York area, and she's going to come join us. And it's so funny because not only is she going to do a couple songs for us, which I'm really excited about, but she also is going to play Match Game with us. And being 17, she wasn't quite sure what Match Game was, but she did get to check it out. And so she's excited to play. So that's Thirsty Thursday. That's going to be huge. And wait until you hear this girl's voice. It's unbelievable. You'd never know it was a 17-year-old singing these songs.
I checked out some of her stuff on YouTube. It's pretty amazing. She's really, really good. Yeah. Like she's almost too good for our podcast. We should, It's
just pure raw talent, and you don't get to see that very often.
Is that what it is? Yeah. Because you're not seeing any raw talent on this thing. I can tell you that much right now.
None whatsoever.
And then on Sunday, we have a special show planned for you on Sunday, a Sunday fun day, we call it. But our Sunday live cast will feature a gentleman by the name of Dean Martin. And it's not, now wait a minute, it's not the Dean Martin we all know. He's not going to be coming on with a glass of whiskey and singing, everybody loves somebody sometime. Yeah.
If it was, we'd have him on Thirsty Thursday.
Right. But this gentleman is actually a gentleman from the UK who contacted me. He happens to be in radio too. Imagine that. And he contacted me several weeks ago. They had a bunch of stuff going on in their house. Mm-hmm. And for years and years, shadow figures, a sense of dread in their house, and it continued to get worse. Now, he also has health issues, and I asked him right before he finally went out and found somebody to come out and cleanse his house and do some saging and all that kind of stuff. I asked him if he felt like maybe that had something to do with his illness and the progression of it. and he thought that it could. So on Sunday, we're going to be linking up with him. It'll be 2:30 in the afternoon Eastern.
Yes. Now with summer coming and my camping season, I glamp. With that going on, we're just going to move our Sunday Fun Day back a little bit. So this week it's a little bit later because Dean is in the UK, so he's 5 hours ahead of us. So this Sunday it'll be at 2:30, but we're not really sure. Maybe 1 o'clock going forward. But this Sunday will be at 2:30. And you're not going to want to miss that. And I have so many questions that I want to ask Dean. So this will be a really interesting Sunday Fun Day. And on top of that, we're going to share with everybody a video of when I was working for a local radio station. I was invited to the Venture Day Hab for several years in a row. Every year in the spring, they'd have a dance. And they're part of the ARC. And for adults with special needs. And the members of the Day Hab were huge Brittany Lee fans. And so they just...
Which we could never figure out. We don't know. We don't know.
Figure out. So yes, Lisa, 2:30 Eastern. So they were just huge Brittany Lee fans. They would listen to country music. They loved country music and they loved me and they loved listening to me. And they did. They do. They still do. And I've never been treated this way in my life. To them, I was a superstar.
To them, you were Elvis, basically.
I was Elvis. And so, of course, last year we couldn't do anything because of COVID. And this year we couldn't do it. Or last year I actually went. This year we couldn't do anything because of COVID. So I miss them beyond words. And so they did, one of the people that works there actually had them record a video. They wrote their own song about COVID. And had them do the video to Katrina and the Waves walking on sunshine. And I watched it. And of course I teared up because I love them all. And a big shout out to all of them. They are dear to my heart. And we're going to play it for you on Sunday. And get your tissues ready because this is just an amazing video. I'm so excited to share it.
So you said that they did a song about, and I was waiting for you to say about me, like as in you. And I'm thinking, God.
Oh, no.
Sandy.
But I will say this. Especially people in that type of environment, in those situations, group homes, in day hab centers, special needs individuals, COVID has been incredibly tough on them. Really rough because sometimes they don't understand why they're made to wear a mask or why they have to do certain things. And it's been a chore not only for them, but it was really tough on everybody who works at these organizations as well, because they have to try to teach everybody why they should be doing it, how they should be doing it. So it was an extremely rough year for them, and I'm so proud of all of them. And so I'm really excited to show you this on Sunday.
So that's coming up on the LIVECAST, 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central Time.
Yep.
And then in the UK, it's 7:30 at night.
That's right.
He actually is on the air till 7 o'clock, and then Dean gets off at 7, and then he'll be joining us at 7:30. So we get to hear a UK accent, which is kind of cool.
Yay! I love accents.
And also with that, then our Sunday audio cast is actually a broadcast of our interview with David Williams.
Yes.
And that audio cast talks about his partial possession during paranormal investigation.
That is so scary.
If you didn't see the live cast, you definitely want to listen to the audio cast because this is the first time he's sharing this story as openly and honestly as he's able to. And it was really, really interesting. And having been at that event and not knowing what was going on, I was able to put a lot of pieces together. Why did this happen? Oh, now I understand. Where did he go? Oh, that's what happened. What's this about the bridge? Oh my goodness. Do
you look back on that and go, oh my gosh, that could have been me?
You know what? I didn't look back on it that way. I look back on it as, why the hell didn't somebody do something about it?
Right.
Why the hell didn't somebody pay attention to what was going on with him? Yeah. And so if you missed that, please check it out. Hey, Michelle, thanks for watching.
Hi, Michelle.
First time watching. Super
Yay!
Excited.
That reminds me of first time listener. My brother's
exactly.
thing.
Exactly. Well, Michelle, we hope we don't disappoint you on this thing, but we appreciate you tuning in on a Tarot Tuesday. Well, should we do it?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well,
you know him. You love him. He's the guy who on our first broadcast didn't have any clothes on until he realized we were using cameras. Ladies and gentlemen, Eric's on with us right now. Hi, Eric. How are you?
I'm wearing clothes, okay? So it's pretty safe.
Clothes. We have clothes tonight. We have clothes.
Well, I was going to ask you, I was going to tell you both later on, we're doing pants checks. So make sure that they're
I'm so
showable.
glad I have good pants on tonight.
Okay. I'm in trouble now.
As he slowly, there won't be a pants check. Trust me.
One is relieved and one is terrified. There we go.
Okay. Definitely terrified.
Well, welcome to the show. Monica says, Eric, with lots of love.
I'm not an Eric with a K. No. Anyway.
From now on, I'm always going to spell your name with a K.
Right.
God forbid.
How you been? It's been a couple of weeks since you were on. Thank you so much for joining us again.
Yes.
We really appreciate it.
It's been a very busy, hectic weekend. There are a lot of people who've been asking relationship readings, career path readings. It's been an interesting month as of late. That's what I can tell you guys.
Do you think people is it out of the ordinary for so many people to have so many questions all at once, or is there something in the air about that right now?
People are rather uncertain. It's just a lot of things are happening in the world. I'm especially worried about the COVID situation in India. There's no cure so far, and there are different variants in Brazil. So people are rather worried, and I can't blame them. So they're seeking answers. They're trying to see if there are any divine messages. Is there light at the end of the tunnel? What are the next steps that they have to do? How would they navigate throughout this situation? I totally understand. And I'm never going to have all of the answers, but at least you have some, blueprint for that roadmap that you want to follow, at least potentially follow. Tarot is not absolute. I want to start with that. That's what I want to tell everyone. Yeah.
There's been a lot of nasty stuff going on around the world. I was, I don't know, like about a week ago, I was sulking about something stupid, something that we sulk about every day in our lives. And then a friend of mine from Colombia sent me a video of the government killing its people there. And I just said, you know what? I'm just going to shut up real quick about my little problem because it really doesn't matter in comparison to that,
Eric, do you ever get questions that make you, I don't know if uncomfortable is the right word, but maybe really personal questions or questions that you're not sure that you want to, try to assist with, help with?
Say, there are questions about health. It's not completely forbidden, but it's very sensitive. Say, if you have a loved one who's in the hospital, some people ask me, is he or she going to die? I know the answers, but I will not share them with you. Honestly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is scary because I'm very sensitive to that. They give me the situation, they show me a photo, and I see it. I see indications if that person is going to continue healthily living or limited time left. So it's very, very tough. That's one of the biggest sensitive pieces. Sorry, go ahead.
No. When you see something, when you say you see something, you see it. I mean, do you visually see it? Do you see it with a third eye? Do you just kind of know it? What does that mean for you? Because it does mean different things to different people.
Yeah. It's hard to describe, but I'll give you a perfect example. If you ask some of the doctors in the hospitals, they know who's going to die because I've been given a description that there are people who lose their color. They look gray in their eyes. Like imagine you being a surgeon, seeing patients come in and come out of the facility day in, day out. They can see them. It's pretty much the same principle. I can see people who've lost, life in them and losing their life. I don't see the life force anymore. So that's the scary part. If I see that, I detect people who are in despair. I detect people who are getting depressed. And it's interesting that at least I have a lot of energy to share with everyone. It's crazy. I mean, you guys know me at least to this point. that if you need like someone to boost you with how your day is going, so if it's really bad, I encourage everyone to reach out to me. I don't mind. I mean, it's just a text or anything, but it makes a huge difference. But yes, that's what I see. I kind of see life force in a way. So if I see you like dead inside, I can identify that. Seriously, that's the thing.
Hey, James, thanks for listening in tonight.
Oh, Rusty.
Good friend, Rusty from Texas. All right, let's talk about Tarot 101 tonight. Last time we talked about you know your path, your journey to this and healing and all that stuff. So I thought tonight you could teach us a little bit about tarot. What do we need to know?
So for one thing, everybody's got intuition. You always have that gut feel. Number one rule, follow that gut feel. It's never wrong. If you sense that something's about to happen or you shouldn't do a certain action, don't do it. Easy. But when it comes to tarot is these cards, it's just a tool. It's not about the cards. It's not about the cards that you would choose. I mean, if there's certain cards that attract you, I mean, what I got attracted to the most would be Rider-Waite-Smith. It's by The Golden Dawn by Pamela Coleman Smith. These cards. A lot of people are very familiar with these cards.
Yes.
So thing is, the imagery is easy to interpret, and there are a lot of colors here. So I mean, for example, this one, it's like a couple, and it's easy to interpret that they're having like a partnership, exchanging cups, etc. This is the Two of Cups. It's all about emotions. But the whole thing is, some people would identify this as, okay, I see the lion with the wings instead of the couple. So it depends on the interpretation of, I guess, the tarot reader. And the style that I've done during my journey is I combined science and instinct. Believe it or not, yes, I have a whole array of documentation. I have my Word documents. I have my Excel files. I started comparing I started finding out if tarot is related with astrology, and it's 100% related. It helped me identify people that are, say, within your orbit. So bottom line is, how does tarot work? It really does tap into your subconscious. So again, rule number one, follow your instinct. Number two, if you're visual, you have an advantage. Looking at the cards, it gives you little hints as to what the situation is all about. Say, some people would ask, will this relationship be successful? There are a bunch of cards that will show up. Say you decide to draw 5 cards. You look at the little details in each card, and those are the things that kind of give you a hint. And those cards that get drawn, they're not by accident. They're meant to be drawn for whoever querent it is. A querents would mean your clients or the people that are asking questions for the tarot readers. So to sum it all up, in a nutshell, tarot is not perfect, but I've combined it with science and magic. It involves a lot of, honestly, psychology. And your interaction with the person definitely plays a huge role within that session. Because if you don't have a connection with that person, if that person is just simply testing you, the client is not a client for you.
Right.
But, you know, these cards, these 78 cards, they're all about the cycles of life from beginning to end, from birth to death, from the concept of, from the thought to desire to emotions, material possessions, and health. They're all here, all 78 cards. The Golden Dawn did a very good job with the Rider-Waite-Smith system, to the point that even since the 1900s, 1910, 1909, up to now, it's being used. And there are other decks out there. With all due respect to the artists, my tip for you guys, if you decide to pick a different type of deck, understand the intention of the artist. Understand the intention of the author, because every single deck is unique. They're all not generic to the point that every single card would have to be like, say, the magician. Some artists, you know, this guy, he gets interpreted in a different way. He can be a trickster. But for a lot of the tarot readers, he's a manifester. So long story short, if you really want to be a tarot reader, there are basic ways to do that. Start with a cheat sheet, do your definitions per card, But above all, listen to your intuition. If you look at the card that, it doesn't match up with the definition, actually, you're more correct than the definition. That's the
Right.
bottom line. Yeah.
Yeah. That's interesting. So, in other words, it really could truly be any deck. It's your interpretation of your intuition using the deck to be able to give someone guidance.
Yes. So whatever triggers you with the images, say randomly, if you see this, the chariot, some people's subconscious get triggered with, okay, I see the sphinxes. They're all about knowledge. Then they see this guy. He's the one controlling the sphinxes. It's just very visual. And some people even look at the very, very small details. Castles. So okay, he lives in a castle. He's very successful. They see the wings. They go, this would pertain to speed. And the yellow color, clarity. There's just so many different tarot readers out there. There is no perfect way to do a complete tarot reading for someone. But there is a way to use it in a negative way. I would, as much as I hate to admit it, some people use it for bad things. And I don't know how they do it, but they use dark arts to use tarot. They do. It's like kind of cursing other people. That's the thing.
How much of a reading is in your case, and obviously I realize everybody's a little different, but in your case, how much of the reading is your intuition and how much of it is the card? If you had to put like a percentage.
Oh, the definitions versus intuition. 20% baseline for the definitions, because you need to at least have something to pull from. Then find out if it really correlates with the card. But 80% definitely gut, and whatever messages you receive from, before you start a tarot reading, I would suggest you pray to whoever you believe in, because you need guidance. You're not and you have a responsibility as a tarot reader. You can't just give, advice to other people and expect them to just immediately listen to you. But some people just, bluntly listen and would say, Eric told me to do this, exactly this.
Right.
And they use it as their life path. And it's a huge responsibility. So I'm very, very careful when I'm giving advice to people, because it's really life impacting. It does, especially when you take it to heart. Even if it's not 100%, you pick up a lot of good information from the session, and you go, and most of the time, out of that 80%, I share my experience. I relate it with my experience with whoever querent I have. There are a lot of tarot readers that would say they're psychics. Sure, I respect that. We're all psychic, honestly. We all are, but we're underdeveloped.
Right.
That's the blanket statement I'm going to give everyone. Everyone is a psychic, but we are all underdeveloped to the point that you decide to tap into your subconscious. And if your intention is pure that you want to help people, it'll get enhanced. But if you want to be psychic for the sake of just, making a quick buck or two and making sure that you be the best con artist in the world, I wouldn't advise that. But there are people like that. I will tell you, they're so pretty. They have so much flowers and crystals and everything. But the truth is, their intentions can be questionable. But we won't be able to identify who they are. I can promise you that.
Dang it. I wanted to make some money on it, and now I can't do that. He just outed me to everybody right here, right now.
Oh my goodness. Too late.
So the cards truly are a tool.
Yes, definitely.
That was great. Thank you for that clarity on tarot reading, because I think a lot of people go into it blindly thinking that the cards, that it's 100% the cards, and whatever you pull that's it. That's what it literally will mean. And that really is not the case.
It's not always absolute. Right. There are moments wherein, say, I draw this card and it was about a business reading. It's not about having, say, a loved one within the business. It's actually an agreement. It's a possibility of creating a new partnership or a contract for a business type of thing. So what kind of partnership is this? It has to be pure to become successful. It needs to have a lot of communication, and looking at the situation.
A lot of nakedness too, apparently. I'm just
and yeah, you have to be pure.
A big party. There's some sort of big party going on.
Come on, it's Adam and Eve. Come on, folks.
So
that's the thing.
So, Eric, let me ask you this then. A lot of times on Tarot Tuesday, people would like a card to be pulled, but they don't really have a specific question in mind.
Right.
Does that make it a little more difficult for you, or does that make it easier for you?
Honestly, virtual has never been easy because, I try and receive the energy from people as much. Imagine people are sending me energy from a million miles away, and I go, okay, what am I supposed to say? This is crazy. But
Right.
You just feel it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even have to look at the profile of anyone. They just ask a specific question, say, what's going to happen? But I'm going to depend on the cycle that I have with my cards and say, I draw this card, and the reason why it was drawn, it was specifically for you. And I'll give you, one, the definition of the card. Two is how significant it could be to your question. Or if it's a general reading, it's about to happen. And when it's about to happen, you have the option to say, okay, I will be ready for this. I'll take Eric's advice with a grain of salt, or just completely ignore me.
Right.
That's not my problem. I will tell you, I'm going to give you all the divine messages, but it's your opportunity to either listen or ignore. You're human. You have free will. I mean, I'm never going to tell you what to do. That's not my job. No.
I will tell you this too, and I little push for Eric in that I've had him do some readings for me in the past, and what's really cool about it is he will pull the cards and then he'll give you the definition of each card, kind of like by the book, right? The book definition. So you get all that, and then you get his interpretation of it, and then at the very end, kind of like his last thoughts about the entire reading, what he's feeling about the whole thing. So it's not just 3 cards in like 5 minutes of talk. It's all this information you get, and then as the person who received the reading, you then have the choice to look at it, decipher what it means to you, and how it interacts with your gut feeling and all that, because I always take my gut feeling into it as well, and then go from there. But there's all this information for you to move forward with. It's not just I got the 2 naked people, time for a party, and all that kind of stuff. Although, listen, if he told me it's time to get naked and have a party, well, we could always talk about that. But it's really, if you get a reading with Eric, you really do get a lot of information. So
yeah, you really do.
All right, I want to put it out there. If any of our viewers tonight would like a reading from Eric, now's the time to kind of reach out and let us know. If you've got a specific question, I think he'll take those along with just generic card pulls. But go ahead and reach out right now, and we'll get through as many as we can in the next, say half hour or so, and see how it goes. So,
Eric, did you ever get any really crazy questions?
Let me see. Would I win the lottery? I go, yeah, sure. Do you ever bet the lottery, or do you buy cards? Do you buy scratch offs? What makes you think you're gonna win? Seriously. So
No, I don't buy anything.
Then they go, no, I don't. I go, oh, okay.
Oh, that's great.
Would you want to try? So.
Do you want to try to win?
I try it. It always begins with that first step. You want to win? Yeah. You know what? Bet some numbers. The stuff that you see in your dreams.
That reminds me, when I was in the banking industry, I had one case where, and this was honestly odd, a woman in New York City was contacted that she had won the Australian lottery.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes. And she ended up paying out $6,000, the typical scams.
Yeah.
$6,000 to get, $3 million. And what was so funny was she never even entered anything. There was she never entered anything, but it was just blind faith that she won. And if she sends $6,000, she would get $3 million in the Australian lottery. She lives in New York.
Tarot Tuesday brought to you by Diet Coke.
I'm Diet Pepsi tonight.
We're starting to get some requests, and Renee has actually asked you to pull a card for her.
Okay, it's just a single card. Let's find out. What is a good message for you? Let me just shuffle this one more time.
My tarot reading for her is drink Diet Coke. It's good for you.
Since she asked for something random, Todd and Sandy, would you like to give me a number so I can draw a card for her?
13.
13. I like that number.
Me too.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just so you guys know, I'm drawing from the top of my deck. One of my favorite cards. Well, kind of. See? The Magician. So, Renee, I know that you have been withholding a lot of decisions as of late. So it could be related. I mean, these are two ways to look at it. If you are hesitant when it comes to your career or your career growth, I would say that you should proceed and allow yourself to grow with the pain that's included in it. It's just that you can't just manifest anything until you decide to embrace it. That's what I'm sensing from you. Relationship wise, you seem to have a somewhat good relationship, but at the back of your head, you seem to have a lot of questions as of late. Yes, you're happy. I can sense that you're happy. The magician is giving me that indication that you are. But at the same time, the reason why I asked for a card right now is you have certain questions. You're not willing to share it with anyone yet, even with your significant other or your other loved ones. You seem to be keeping things in private, but you are ready to put forward. But that level of indecisiveness that you have in your heart, yeah, you have to address that at this point. You can manifest anything you want. You can accomplish anything you want. If you want to learn new skills, if you want to learn new, say, gain more knowledge, or if you want to learn tarot, I'd be more than happy to, to help you. But right now, the magician is encouraging you to manifest whatever dreams you have. That's what I can give you for now. Hey, Edwin,
Okay.
one of my friends. Glad he's here.
Thanks for joining us tonight. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Eric is always very nice to us and comes on occasionally to pull some cards. Lots of requests here.
Yeah.
Do you want to stay away?
Lord.
Do you want to stay away from health questions, or do you want to take some health questions? It's up to you.
Health questions, no, not right now. I would say if there are any health questions, I would suggest that you do it. You have to book it privately because it takes more than an hour for me to do the analysis, and I would ask a million questions for me to do that for you.
Right.
Legal questions, no, as well. So
Okay.
fortunate.
Namande Munku is asking for a reading.
Namande. Namande Munku. I wonder. Is this a new profile? Is there a way that you can access it?
I could check.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind me asking. It's just interesting. I have my own little radar in my head. So.
Don't we all?
Yes, we do. No specific question, Namande? Or you just want me to do something random for you? Okay. This is for you, Namande. Since you didn't have anything specific. Justice. It's a major arcana. Looks like you may be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius individual, specifically Libra. If you've been having a lot of difficulties with your life, it's going to start balancing out. Finally, looks like things are going to go your way, but it does come with conditions. I would suggest that you look back into your recent actions because for some reason your karma is being affected heavily right now. You are at a point wherein there's a level of distrust towards other people that kind of betrayed you in the past, but you're still stuck there. But allow this new beginning to usher you towards something better, okay? Because right now you're just being very cautious, and I get that it's okay to be overly cautious, but if you're being overly cautious, you won't be able to grow, you won't be able to progress. But right now, have faith in the fact that everything's going to finally balance out. And it's interesting that what I'm sensing right now is if you are even dealing with, usually this card shows up if you are dealing with a legal case or any litigation. It will be to your favor if that's the situation. If you are thinking about, okay, am I going to win this case? There's a huge possibility, yes, but look at the fine print. Looks like your legal counsel might be missing a few pieces, but it's still to your advantage. That's what I can tell you, okay? That's what I can give you, Namande. Did you get any intel from me?
I've got nothing. I was able to figure out nothing in that amount of time, so.
Okay. It's actually not a new profile.
That's good. That's good.
That's
well,
good.
Thanks for backing me up on that, Sally. I appreciate that.
Very welcome.
Jordan asks if you can tell him anything about his mother.
I just want to give a shout out to John Lee. Thank you for watching too. He's one of my closest friends in the world.
Oh,
Hey,
John,
John.
thank you for joining us.
Okay. Jordan, tell me anything about anything. Okay. Hopefully this isn't anything health related. Okay, Sandy and Todd, would you like to give me a number?
Sandy,
Okay,
you go this time.
My turn. 8.
Oh, I like that number too.
Oh, sure. He can't just like my number better. He's got to like yours too.
Justice again.
Ooh.
This card is showing up a lot lately. Well, this is the second time, but today I haven't had a chance to. About your mom. Have you had a good relationship with your mom? I'm assuming you have so far, but I would suggest if this is something spiritual, no, I can't do any seances. I can't do anything spiritual online. It takes me a while. But if you're wondering about if your mom has passed away or if she's still alive, you have to give me specifics because I kind of sense that this is a rather vague question, and it may pertain to you having unanswered pieces. That's what I'm sensing here. But the Justice cards, if you have the opportunity to still speak with her, if she's still alive, I suggest you should. Looks like you guys have to have a lot of exchange of words. If she's not alive anymore and not with us anymore, she only has good messages for you. It's just that what's difficult with these live readings is some people won't specify it and say, okay, my mother has passed away, it's something spiritual. But at the same time, right now, what I'm sensing is you still have that opportunity to communicate. May it be spiritually offline, or may it be now physically that their mother is still alive, that you celebrated recent Mother's Day. Yes, you could do that. But what I'm sensing is the lack of communication. You should talk to your mom. Even if she's not here, pray. If she's here, even better. Find time. There's so many mediums. You have social media, you can do email, you can give her a call. Do that. That's what the Justice card is saying right now. Again, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. Ooh, Renee, you're welcome.
Very good.
Danielle Marie. Okay. This is kind of curious. Todd, would you like to give me a number?
Oh, sure. I'm going to say between what and what? Is there like a number?
1 to 78.
Ooh.
That's the range.
I don't want you to count all
Don't
the way
do
to 78.
78. Poor Eric will have to count to 78.
Well, you just go to the bottom.
I'll just draw it from
then I'm gonna choose 70 because you can go from the bottom, right?
Yep.
Okay.
78, 77, 76, 75, 74, 70, 72, 71, 70. So the 9 of Pentacles, Earth signs, Capricorn, Virgo, and Taurus. You might be dealing with that individual, or this might be you in the near future. I really like this card because it says that abundance is coming your way. If you have been having financial difficulties as of late, I would say the only way for you to receive this abundance is you need to look at the recent transactions that you had. I mean, don't be like me. I end up purchasing a lot of stuff on Amazon, and there's a lot of buyer's remorse. I mean, that is
guilty.
So much that's just so much my weakness. Okay, people, I am like confessing on air right now. But what I'm seeing here is abundance. It's good news. Good news is coming your way. That's one thing I can tell you. And your health, if you have health issues right now, I'm sensing that it's going to improve. But my suggestion is a lot of self-love is important right now for you. So allow yourself to, I guess, take a step back and rest a little bit, get more sleep, because right now this is the end result that you're hoping for. Reward yourself with a lot of good stuff right now because you seem to be, in the past couple of weeks, you kind of got derailed. That's what I'm sensing from you. And now you're getting back on track. And I'm sensing that a lot of good things are coming your way, but you need to be that catalyst of good things that would happen in your life. It's just that you kind of got stuck for a week and you're sensing, okay, what am I supposed to do? But now you are retrieving that sense of purpose and direction in yourself that you go, okay, I know exactly what to do. And this week seems better. So give it a couple more weeks and you will receive the abundance that's really meant for you. It's not like a huge wealth type of thing, but something good, at least. Accept it. acknowledge it and, declare it. That's what I can give you for now. You say, Todd, there's a lot of people that are doing it. I'm sorry, I spread your live broadcast to a lot of groups just so.
Yeah, it's great. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
You are welcome.
Here's one for you. Our friend Lisa Hale asked for a card. I don't think she's asked for one yet.
No.
So.
Wow, never. Wow, Lisa Hale.
Let me tell you a little bit about this woman. Well, no, I don't want to taint your, your thought process.
Keep your mouth shut.
Okay.
Oh, Todd, I love you. I'm in love with you.
Why she hasn't strangled him yet?
Can't you see that I love you?
I'm picking something up about her, but anyways. So, Tandy, it's your turn. What number, please? 1 to 78.
I'm going to do 22.
Okay. Equal number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Lisa. Ooh, 6 of Swords. A lot on your mind as of late. Moving on at the same time. It's good news, though, that looks like you're finally deciding to leave whatever emotional baggage that you had in what you recently experienced. I don't know how long this has been, so I'm looking at maybe sometime last year, but this is kind of good news. It's just that you finally decided to not overthink things, finally decide to move on, and I guess take a step forward. That's a good thing. At least you're taking baby steps. But again, I am sensing, for some reason right now within the environment, I'm sensing a lot of hesitation from people. But I think Lisa is brave enough to take that first big step and eventually take that leap. That's what I'm sensing from her. It's just that a lot of things have been running through her mind as of late. And that's kind of keeping you awake. I don't know why. Maybe is that something that you need to let go? Did something happen between you and Todd? That's just interesting. I don't know. But that's what I'm sensing right now. At least it's kind of good news. You are still moving on. But if you look at this card, there's still some turbulence that you're experiencing right now, but it's leading towards something calmer in the background. So the 6 of Swords does pertain to a lot of the mind, but a lot of moving on and a lot of progress. That's for you, Lisa. I mean, you didn't have any specific questions as of late.
I will tell you something that she has. She's conquered. She is somebody, she's going to school right now, and she has got to be an A student. Absolutely. Anything that's not an A is an F in her mind. One of her classes, she got a C this course or this semester.
Okay.
And she was okay with that. And so I'm very proud of her for that. So Lisa, with all the teasing you get, nice one.
Yes. Yes.
Nice one. Just be ready to drink on Thursday night for Thursday.
Love you, Lisa.
Yeah. Yeah.
She decided to, let go of that personal thing. Yeah.
She just knew that. I mean, she's got so much going on. She's a mother, a wife. She's going to school. She's working full time. All this, and so she didn't get an A. Who cares? Yeah. So there you go, Lisa.
Unfortunately, she does. She does.
I know. Yeah. Listen. I know all of her problems, but
Mr. Counselor.
Oh, you know it. Michelle says, I'll take a random. I love the number 35.
Wow. 35,
we're making Eric count tonight.
It's okay. I mean, it's my methodology. I make people, because it's like their way of drawing cards. Because if it's tarot reader that's front face to face, you get the chance to like pick and choose what card you want.
Right.
But here, I'm just doing it virtual. So
it's a great idea.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Thanks to everybody joining us. Thanks again to Eric. Don't forget to see us on Thursday.
What's her name again that asked number 35?
Oh, that was hang on, I'll find it. Oh my goodness, where is it?
It's a lot. Don't
Michelle.
You guys love that you have a lot of volume right now?
It's fun. It's
Michelle.
fun.
Surprise, folks.
Guys,
Number
please spread the
35.
word about us too.
What is it?
Michelle.
Ooh, the Emperor.
The Empress is about abundance again, which is good. But I'm also thinking about you might want to have a pregnancy test if you are, I don't know.
Our faces both went.
Yeah, I saw those faces. So it's it's not a bad thing. I'm just saying I'm not a clinician. I'm not anything related to the field. I do insurance, but this one kind of gives me the vibe that it's either creativity that's increased in your life, that's good, you're pursuing the creative pieces in your life, but I would say that you might want to check fertility because she's all about fertility. Okay, she's all about fertility.
I thought he was going to say
And
you should check for ticks. I thought that's what he was
oh
going
my
to
God,
say.
fertility,
Yeah.
come on. Oh, dang, internet. But then, yes, it's fertility. You might want to check that. But if you're going to look
Interesting.
at it in the perspective of relationships, you might be dealing with a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus individual. It could be a guy or a girl. And that person would be instrumental to your creative success, even in to your path to abundance. That's what I like. The Empress is it's a very, very good card to receive, especially in any reading. But if you get a chance to check if you are preggers, you might want to do that. Okay? Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Eric.
cards.
Oh boy, phone's ringing.
Incoming.
This
Get
phone,
the
let
phone.
me get that. See what that is. Hello. I don't know. He just thought maybe she was prego. Yeah, I don't. I thought it was ticks. I thought he said was check for ticks, but all
Dear
right.
Tick.
Well, they're bad this year too, so maybe you might want to actually do that.
Oh, okay. Edwin. What will be
Michelle says,
coming my
"Thank you."
way?
I think.
Oh my goodness.
Michelle, you got to tell us. You got to come back and
Yes,
tell us, like, if you
please.
find out you're prego or something, and
But if
then
you are,
you,
congratulations.
well,
Yes,
yeah, and then you got to name the kid, Eric or Eric Chondria or something like that, right?
Andrea.
Isn't that a name? Eric Sandra Casa or something?
It's like, that's a good idea. I was thinking mitochondria, powerhouse of the cells. Biology 101 people? No.
Oh boy.
Michelle, good luck. I don't know, but it's just that fertility readings are kind of tricky. You have to do that every 15th and 30th of the month to be highly, highly accurate. So for Edwin, okay. My way in life. Life, love? Okay. Todd, your number, please.
Oh, let's see now. I'm going to go with 2.
2.
2.
Mm.
The number of partnership, the number of love. Okay. The star.
Now, wait a minute. Is that another naked man there?
And another naked lady.
Oh, okay. It's hard
Ooh,
for me to tell
nakedness.
from this point.
The star. Well, what I'm sensing for you, Edwin, is you're a very nice person. I mean, I know you personally. However, you built up these walls to protect yourself from getting hurt. But the star is literally telling you that, your wish will come true. But are you ready for that wish? Once you see that specific person that's meant for you in your life, it's just that this person can be potentially Aquarius. That's what I'm sensing. And Aquarius individuals are rather very
Careful.
assertive. That's what I can tell you. They're very assertive. See, that's a positive word, assertive.
All right, thank you.
Are you ready to handle that type of personality? I mean, Taurus individuals are very sensitive. So I know you being Taurus, air and earth kind of, fight against each other. And air erodes earth in so many ways. That's how the elementals kind of clash with each other. But if within your life something good is coming your way, it could be the form of an individual, someone unexpected. That's what I'm sensing, and I'm looking at the month of July for you. So it's one card, so it's kind of very limited right now. I would say that this person is someone you're very attracted to, but what's making you hesitate is you still have these walls, and you're scared of getting hurt again. But give that person a chance. That person will show up very soon. Maybe next week during your birthday. because I'm attending his party next week. Just so you guys
Thanks for the invite. Appreciate that.
Everybody's invited. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We'll do a live cast from there.
Woohoo! Anne Marie says that she was just speaking about mitochondria. What are the chances of that?
Anne Marie is one of my good friends too. Thanks for joining us. Anne Marie, I'm introducing you to my great friends here, Todd and Sandy. They're very, very lovely people. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us, Anne Marie. Thank you to everybody for joining us tonight. This is a lot of fun.
How many people are watching? I don't have exposure right now. Is it more like...
It was around 20.
Oh, aren't you guys happy?
Yeah, we're excited. We're excited. We love it.
Do you have enough energy and go for it to do maybe 2 more readings before we wrap things up? Okay.
2 more.
Here's one for Dawn.
Edwin says everyone is invited. I think you should be careful what you wish for, Edwin.
Be careful, Edwin. I'm gonna give them your address. So it'll be fun. I think everyone's gonna enjoy the visit if ever.
Oh, that's nice.
We'll do that offline, people. Okay. You heard him. Everyone's invited.
Party time.
I think I had Dawn up. Dawn up next for the next reading. Okay.
Dawn. Sandy, it's your turn, please.
Number 11.
You like the equal numbers from 22 to 11.
I do, and I didn't even think about it either, which is odd.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dawn, what do we have for you? Happiness coming your way. But at the same time, so this is the 6 of Cups. It's all about nostalgia. There's a lot of good things that happened to you in the past, but don't stay in the past, learn from it, push forward to the future. But right now, there seems to be a very close friend that's asking for your attention. I would suggest you get in touch with that person, because right now it's just so people forget to communicate with other people, considering we're quarantined, we're trying to get ourselves vaccinated, but people kind of forgot how to connect with other people as of late. This card is literally telling you there's someone from your past who's trying to reach out, but you seem to be, I don't know if you want to give attention. Maybe you just want to leave that person in the past, but it was a good memory. I would say, I think an older person that's trying to reach out to you. Give that person a chance. You might receive a positive message about it. And next thing you know, who knows, you might receive a big amount of money. I mean, I'm not opposed to that. So just accept that communication, okay? So it might be in the form of an email or a call, but give yourself a chance to revisit the past, all right? Okay, one more reading, right?
Yes,
one more,
let's do it.
And I'm going to have you choose, because I've got 3 people standing by at least. I'm going to have you choose 1, 2, or 3, and that will determine who I choose.
Uno.
Uno.
All right, let me find the Uno here. Hang on one second.
Let me find the Uno. Okay. Go 1, 2, 3.
There we go.
Tammy, Frederick. Okay, and final card would come from Todd for you, Tammy.
Of course.
Of course.
24.
24. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I gotta get one of those for a game show, so that we have a game show bell.
I know. We do need a bell.
When somebody's like having a huge argument. Ooh.
Ding, ding, ding.
Tammy, so the Queen of Cups for you. You may be dealing with a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio individual, but this is also a sign saying you need to focus on emotional maturity, and you need to be more, I guess, optimistic about the situation. Whatever situation you're dealing with, there seems to be that part of you that's still hurting. I understand that. But right now, you're trying to concentrate a lot of self-love. That's what I'm sensing from the Queen of Cups from you. This could be even, I don't know what your sign is. This could also be pertaining to you. You might not even be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But this is a strong reminder that being emotionally mature, and being very optimistic is required right now. A lot of people are relying on you. Okay. A lot of people still want to believe that there's always someone who can like cling onto. Like you're a reminder to your loved ones that you are that what do you call this? That solid foundation that people look up to within your circle. But if you tend to show that instability, it's okay. It's okay to be human. But right now, a lot of people are looking up to you and are hoping that you'd be giving them that type of emotional support. I know you need that emotional support. I sense that. But a lot of people are depending on you. So you need to be that tougher person, okay? Be that Queen of Cups who's always ready for everyone, who's always ready for everyone, but at the same time, who has that vision to help everyone to make this situation better. Whatever scenario you've encountered, there's always light at the end of the tunnel, because right now you're kind of disappointed in so many ways. That's why you're seeking some answers. That's why you joined this live. You're not lost, but let go of that pain. Okay, let go of that pain. Please do, because it's never going to be healthy for you. All right. Okay. Wow, that's kind of heavy. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess that's our final customer for
It is.
tonight.
Hey,
Yes.
thanks for being on with
Thank
us.
you, Eric.
What do you got coming up besides, doing our stuff? Tell us a little bit about what you have going on all the time.
I am trying to work on my TikTok again, and
TikTok.
I know that I know, Todd, you're saying that TikTok is for kids.
No.
but-
See, I think I actually give me a chance to say something about TikTok. There is some
Give me a chance.
genius stuff on there. And then there are people that try really, really hard. And I would be somebody that tried way too hard and never got anywhere with it. Because I'm not, you have to have a certain kind of talent, I think, for TikTok. And did you know, this is true, I found this out today. There are dog stars on there that make $12,000 a post.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Not kidding.
it's crazy. I've never, you know what, Eric, I follow you on Instagram. I love your Instagram account. It's
Thank
great.
you.
I actually have shared you. I love the little sort
Yes.
of teachings on the different cards and your little videos. And definitely everybody should follow Eric on Instagram. I think it's my #1 way to follow you. It's just such cool things that you post up there.
Thank you. And it's very difficult to define everything in a minute. So it's a minute video. I go, hold on, I gotta talk fast. Blah, 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 blah,
You
blah.
really do, but you do a great job with it. It's very clear, easy to understand.
I love the dancers on TikTok, the ones that do the weird moves and stuff. I love those. But dogs make $12,000 a post.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
We have to
Winston, I got to get my dog a freaking TikTok account and make sure
You
that he's
should.
doing something.
You should. Yeah.
Damn
You
dog should be
have it.
making money for me instead of just laying down there.
That's our next venture. We have to figure out TikTok. I don't know. I feel 112 because I have no idea how TikTok works.
Why don't we do this? I'd like to, let's see if we can do a 3-way type of thing with
I'm
TikTok,
sorry,
'cause
what?
What?
Hello?
No, 3-way
Hello?
conference.
Hello? Did you hear
Three-way
that?
conference.
He said he wanted a
Conference.
three-way.
Oh my God,
I mean,
I just
okay.
walked right into there, huh?
You really
Man.
did. You set yourself
Wow, I
up
got
beautifully
3.
for that
Oh.
one.
What do you
My
say we do a
word.
three-way?
I wasn't ready for that. Okay.
The Sandy Toddcast brought to you by Diet Coke and Three Ways.
But on a serious note, I go live on TikTok, and I'd love to have you guys both, because you need to have 1,000 followers first before you go live on TikTok.
Oh,
So
we would
my
love
account,
to do that.
at least my account is finally working. We can do that. Then I'll be like the host, and you guys would still take the lead as Sandy and Todd.
That would
You
be
can-
so much fun.
You can
We would
take the
love that.
lead, and I think that you ask us the questions, and I'll give you a reading.
Okay. I don't know that you
Oh,
want a
okay.
reading from Todd.
Okay.
I'll use my magic phone. All the answers will come from there.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
We would get huge following after that. We really would.
Oh God.
Messages
God,
from
it is fun.
God, the phone, the whole 9 yards. But Jesus hasn't been around in a while.
It's almost like dinner time. Bye, Marie. There's
Well-
no.
We'll try and push some people toward your TikTok. Let me
Todd,
throw
you
that
really
banner
threw
up again.
him off with the throughway.
I didn't mean to. I mean, listen, he's the one that brought it up. I'm just the one that, kept it going.
You are so right. You are so right. I walked right into that.
You really did.
Myself purely. Yeah, I do.
Todd Michaels and the magic phone. I'll answer all your questions.
But the energy tonight was amazing.
Yeah,
Thanks
really
everyone for having me here.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank
for being
you so
back.
much. We love having you here with us.
Stay right there. We'll be right there with you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
Thank
Eric.
you.
All right. Eric back. Eric Ferdinand backlit. Thanks so much for being. I mean, my gosh, right?
I love him. He's amazing.
I know.
Amazing.
He's amazing.
I love him.
I don't know how he has the energy to put up with all those questions. I'd be like, yes, no,
I don't know how he has the energy to put up
yes.
with you. And he wants to bring us on TikTok. I'm so excited about that.
I can't do TikTok.
You don't even know what you're doing. You don't even know what it is.
I did that interview like last weekend on Instagram.
The magic box?
Yeah, William in the Magic Box.
Yeah.
And I went into it. I didn't know anything about William in the Magic Box. I didn't know what the hell the Magic Box was. And then I realized the Magic Box was like where he got all the questions from.
Oh,
But
God.
between every question, he made us dance. I don't dance. I'm not a dancer.
I could have seen it. I wish I could have seen it.
Well,
Oh
it's
my
going to be
God.
out there someplace.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Thank you for joining us tonight.
Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it.
Please share this video. It'll be on Facebook and YouTube and
Spread the
Instagram. Not
love.
Instagram, on Twitter. Yes, please spread the love
Spread the love.
And let people know about us and follow us in those locations. So when Eric's back on, hopefully we'll have him on in a couple of weeks again. If he's so nice enough to do that for us, then
And
you'll know.
monetary support, greatly appreciated. It's what keeps us doing what we love to do. Todd, throw everything up there just so everybody knows. This
Yes,
is always absolutely free, but thank you. But this is always absolutely free, but your contributions help us keep going and keep us doing what we do. So anything that you want to send to us, so appreciated. If you have any stories you'd like to share with us, maybe paranormal stories, maybe something that you went through or a town that you visited. Lots of people like to visit ghost towns and cemeteries. Please get in touch with us, message us on our Facebook page, email us, contact us, let us know. We'll either bring you on, or if you're a little shy, we can either read the story for you or you can call in.
Yep. Thirsty Thursday coming up Thursday night, 7 o'clock. Sunday Fun Day, 2:30 Eastern on Sunday. And then we've got the audio cast coming out with David Williams and his partial possession story on Sunday.
Yes, that's going to be amazing. And please don't forget, we do have our very own Facebook group, Stay Weirdos, Friends of the Sandy and Toddcast. We are now over 100 members. I'm so excited. We do giveaways. We just have so much fun. It is a group, a safe haven for people to go express their thoughts, express their opinions, evidence, anything you'd like. And just have fun and know that it's judgment-free. I love this group.
For the most part. All right.
For the most part.
Have a great night. Thanks for joining us. Thanks again
guys.
to Eric Ferdinand Backlit. Have a
Yes.
great night. Bye.
Bye.